You think companies book you because you're the best artist or even because you have the best prices, but you're wrong. Companies don't hire you, people do. The employee you're pitching to won't get a bonus if your renders are 10% better. But if the project fails, they will get the blame. So they are not just looking for the best art, they are looking for the safest bet. Let's take a look at what this means and how you can change your process to have a better chance at winning your clients. In most companies and in corporate especially, a success belongs to the company. But a failure has to be owned by the person who decided on this, which will most likely be your contact person or what we call the champion, because it's your champion on the client side. So what does this mean for them? They are hesitant to take a risk because they don't want to look bad in front of their boss, no matter how good the upside might be for the company, because they only participate on the negative side of the possibilities here and not so much on the positive. So realize that you're talking to a human being who's taking a somewhat personal risk when booking you. And this completely changes the picture from the corporate or company benefit you provide to what's at stake for the person who will book you. So stop asking yourself just how can I help the company, which of course should be on your mind and should be a priority, but also how can I help the company in a way that also helps my champion? And this can be a multitude of options, and best way to find out is to talk to them. Most of the time it will be in the direction of stress release. This is something they personally benefit from, and this will help them or help you smooth out the situation in a way where you will definitely help them personally, which makes it more likely for them to take the risk in testing you out. There can be also political implications, and this is hard to find out in one of the first calls, but if you are in a longer situation talking to them, you can at some point even try to find out like, hey, is there something I can help you with your internal politics? And you knowing that this is a problem for them and that it's about them will in most cases lead to them trusting you more because they see that you understand their personal situation within the company. You understand that you're talking to a person and they understand that you understand it, which is huge because this way you stand out of the masses of vendors who want to just pitch a service to the company. You are here to serve them personally, be the stress release for them. And there are ways how to properly pitch this and take the risk off. Seeming like a safe bet is easier if you have 10 years or more of experience, that's for sure. But you can also make them feel safe with you or feeling that you are a safe bet through your way of communicating. Make sure that they understand that you know that this is a risk for them, not by directly stating it, but by telling them, this is how we approach projects. We communicate like it's a weekly mail or a daily, depending on the project size. You don't want to over communicate, but you tell them like we have a short communication cycles. This will be the deadline. This will be the in-between deadlines. We will have this step ready at that point. All of this showing process upfront gives them certainty that they can rely on you. And this oftentimes is way more important than the work itself because it's their, you know what, on the line in the company. So what you're selling to them is not only the services, it's peace of mind and reliability. In order to sell this peace of mind, you need to make sure that they understand that you are not another chaotic artist. Because let's be honest here, as an artist, you will be seen as a chaotic character because most people think of artists as being those creative, chaotic people. This comes with this risk of not being reliable, not being reachable on time. You need to make sure they understand that you are different. You are a professional selling a professional art-based service. They can rely on you. You will strictly communicate. You will make clear right from the beginning what will happen and when it will happen. And this is worth way more than just the art itself. This also will bring you to the point that you will build a personal relationship with your champion, which is worth way more than a relationship with a company. Because if you have a relationship with a human being and this human being trusts you, this is where referrals come from. And also, if this human being switches the company, they will take you with them. This is how you can jump from company to company, because they brought you in that company where you were in contact first. If they leave that company, you might still have a contract with that company, but this marketing manager is now the marketing manager of another brand, and they will take you with them. And suddenly you have a second brand, because in one communication you convinced someone that you were reliable. Of course, backing this up afterwards with really being reliable. Let's make sure that this is very important. Don't just promise, deliver here on the reliability. And this is what builds partnerships, long-lasting partnerships. And long-lasting partnerships build sustainable business. If you understand that running a 3D freelance business is more than just being a good artist, you should join our free community. Link will be down below. There we talk about this and many other topics. Would be glad to see you in one of our community calls, and also make sure to leave a subscription and turn on the notification. It helps out a lot.